Welcome to the next issue on what happens to the fate of blacklisted customers. In particular, we'll be looking at whether these customers are able to pay whatever they owed, or whether we need to write off the amount that they have owed, meaning they completely are not able to pay whatever that has been owed to the business. Example where a blacklisted customer is able to pay part of the amount that was owed. Now, we do not tell these customers that it's alright, they don't have to pay whatever that they have owed, because we are going to they have been blacklisted and we are going to write off the amount that they owed. Logically, a business would still collect whatever amount that the customer wants to pay. So if you look at the diagram on the right, this is a visual representation of the business's sales ledger, or the total trade receivables. And from this trade receivables, we can see that there are a total of 4 customers, one of which has been blacklisted previously. Ing, which owed the business $5,000. Ing, who owed the business $5,000, has been blacklisted by the customer, and the account has been placed in the allowance for impairment of trade receivables. However, on 16 February, Ing was able to pay $2,000 of the amount owed by cash. So the business will record the $2,000 received by Ing as a normal collection on trade receivables. The journal entry is as shown. This means that Ing now owes the business $3,000. We'll look at example 2, where a blacklisted customer was confirmed not be able to pay and the amount is to be written off. So if you look at this example, there are a total of 5 customers who owed the business money, 2 of which have been blacklisted previously. Ali, who owed the business $750, was blacklisted. Ing, who owed the business $5,000, was blacklisted. However, on 6 June, suppose Ali went bankrupt and the business decide to write off the amount owed. This means that the business would need to remove Ali's account from the allowance for impairment of trade receivables, as well as the trade which is sitting in the trade receivables account. Hence, we would need to debit the allowance, which has a credit nature, and we need to credit trade receivables account, which has a debit nature. So basically what we need to do is to remove or to deduct from both of these accounts, because Ali is now removed from both accounts. Let's look at another scenario where a blacklisted customer is able to pay part of the amount owed and the rest of the amount is written off because it's confirmed that he is unable to pay. So again, if you look at the total trade receivables account, we would notice that there are 3 customers who owed the business money, 2 of which have been blacklisted, Gan and Ing. Suppose Ing went bankrupt and was able to pay 30 cents for every dollar owed by check. This means that Ing was able to pay 30% of whatever that he owed. We are given further information that the remaining 70% is to be written off. So what we need to do is to record an increment in the business's amount of money in the bank account. At the same time, we would need to remove Ing's account from the ledger.